The Liver King has admitted to using steroids, but what about plastic surgery?
Why would one person's pupil be extremely large and the other pupil?
He ain't sleeping. This is why some people said it was fake, because he made some merch. See, everybody saying it's fake has never met somebody who's really lost their mind.
After getting arrested for calling out Joe Rogan, the Liver King situation has just gotten worse than ever before. Right now, there's a big chance he could get arrested again for faking a whole lot of things and misleading the youth into believing his scam. People are digging up more evidence about his face, his body, his abs, and a lot of it is actually concerning. It shows that everything the Liver King has done in his whole career and life has helped no one. Instead, it has harmed a lot of people. In today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what the Liver King has done and just how far he's gone to scam people out of millions and millions of dollars. So you can see for yourself, this guy's whole motive was to scam, especially young people. He'd go on people's podcasts, network with popular guys who are leading the industry right now like Logan Paul, Patrick Bet-David, and so many others just to get known by them and then launch his fake products. He cashed out, earning millions of dollars. Today, he's worth around $15 million, but his real goal was to make at least $100 million and get into the elite class of podcasts, especially the Joe Rogan show. But when Joe Rogan didn't let him come on his podcast because Joe didn't want to promote a scammer...
He's front row at one of my shows in Vegas.
Oh, damn.
At the MGM.
Huh.
Yeah, and then I saw him again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast, and he's been trying really hard to get on now. He contacted a few friends of mine.
That's when everything fell apart. The Liver King called out Joe Rogan and basically destroyed his whole image overnight.
I hope you choke me out, and if you don't choke me out, these other limbs will be interesting. Should be very interesting. That's the PS.
But even though this guy is out of jail right now, he hasn't been released from the public's controversy. Everything he tried to keep hidden until today is finally getting exposed. People have already called him out. His tactics are exposed, his fake image, his plastic surgery, and even his health issues. You might be wondering, what exactly does that mean? Well, in this video, one creator even raised concerns that his famous abs are actually the result of plastic surgery.
The Liver King has admitted to using steroids, but what about plastic surgery?
Nope. I've never had ab implants, ab etching, or any other plastic surgery.
Here are 3 ways to tell if somebody has fake abs. If the definition of the abs does not match the definition of the rest of the body, then those abs could be fake. If a six-pack is perfectly symmetric, that could be a sign that it's not natural. And if the appearance of your abs doesn't change with different activities, then that could be a sign of abdominal etching or ab implants. My opinion is that Liver King probably had etching of his abs.
Can you imagine? Even his abs are fake. He literally got ab implants and tried to become a fitness influencer with a fake body. That's honestly incredible, and not in a good way. It's shocking for everyone who bought his supplements and followed his fitness advice. Just think about it. People trusted him, spent their money, and now they're finding out their supplements were basically poison. Yes, that's true, and it gets worse. Another creator exposed this too, sharing leaked WhatsApp messages from one of Liver King's own employees, showing just how many dangerous and unapproved ingredients were used in those supplements.
What was in the ingredients, because they had a suspicion that people weren't getting what they were getting. So they emailed the manufacturer and they found out what was in it. They started digging further and emailing other people at the company, sharing conversations on WhatsApp, and then they would take screenshots of all the stuff. Now this is the ingredient list from the manufacturer that the employee was able to get. And this is a WhatsApp conversation between a lot of the employees where they used to talk amongst each other. So in the first part here, it says the source of the protein. U.S. origin, not Swedish. Grass-fed while weather permits, not grass-finished. Not administered hormones but antibiotics. Health and welfare of the animals is left to the individual farms and veterans. The rest of these ingredients are what is contained in his other supplements. Now this is what the employee said. My general assessment based on this information is as follows. The whole feast is a product of 9 countries with varying levels of regulatory oversight.
It doesn't stop there. Not at all. There's even more that's been exposed. If you didn't know this yet, just look at his eyes. His pupils are way larger than normal, which is actually a clear sign of heavy drug use. That's another piece of proof showing how deep this guy's lies really go.
Why would one person's pupil be extremely large and the other pupil on the other eye be not very large? Anoscoria, which for some people can be totally normal, or it could be a sign of something serious. Yeah, drugs can absolutely mess with the pupil size, it says. Cocaine, meth, MDMA, decongestants, heroin, oxy, fentanyl, morphine.
And it's not just his pupils either. People are even questioning his face right now. Look at him. This so-called fitness influencer keeps pushing his products, but he looks like he's never had a proper night's sleep in his life. And everyone knows no supplement in the world can give you a healthy body if you don't have the most important thing, good sleep. Doesn't matter how big of an influencer you are, if you're sleep deprived, your body will show it.
At least this is mug shot right here. Look at that face. Like 4 years older than me. There's nothing fake about what's going on in this face. I know junkies let me just put this. He is 4 years older than me. Look at my face. Now look at that. Well, that's what happens when you do drugs. That is drunky shit. And if you do enough drugs, you go crazy.
COM.
He's constructed all this shit in his man. He's really lost it. He ain't sleeping. This is why some people said it was fake, because he made some merch. See, everybody saying it's fake has never met somebody who's really lost their mind, because every once in a while they'll say some shit that might be profound.
So he was a big substance user, and all these issues are what ruined his body to this condition. I guarantee you, in a few days, you might even find this millionaire in a mental hospital. Don't be shocked. He's already lost his mind along with his body because of the health substances mixed with drugs. It affects the body twice over. And it's not just that, even psychologists are raising concerns, saying he's currently disconnected from reality and can't even show proper expressions anymore.
So one of the things you're probably noticing immediately is he doesn't have any strong facial expressions right now. Typically, you think when somebody's angry or challenging somebody to a fight, you're going to see some intensity there. Or if he's performing and playing something up like people oftentimes do online, you're also going to see an exaggeration of emotion. You're also probably noticing that his mouth is blue. From my understanding, it's because he takes methylene blue, which is a supplement. Now, the problem with that is that many supplements, when taken in excess, can cause neurotoxic effects. Now, how much he's taking, I have no idea. I'm not saying that's causing his behavior, but one of the concerns is supplements like that, or other ones, if taken incorrectly or taken in too large of a quantity, can cause various behavioral issues. So saying that Joe Rogan needs to hold the hand of somebody that he loves, that clearly sounds like a threat. But once again, you're not seeing any facial expression. Usually we look at the brow. There's either anger, there's sadness, there's different things that we look for. There's ways that we look when people are trying to calm themselves down. Right now, he's being very plain and seems kind of disconnected in that sense. And that's what's concerning right here, is when you have somebody making statements like this, but there seems to be some sort of odd disconnect between what they're saying and the way they look. That's a concerning thing to me.
So everything is exposed now about the Liver King. This so-called fitness influencer has turned out to be nothing but a fake body scammer with serious mental health issues. And don't be surprised if tomorrow you see another shocking update or expose about him. It could happen any time now. He could even get arrested again for scamming people and misleading them, especially since so much of his private information has leaked. So what do you think about this fake influencer? Do you think he'll survive this? What could possibly be his next move to somehow squeeze out another $10 million for his net worth? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear what you think.